One of Africa's greatest, Desmond Tutu, will be buried in some hours as his laying estate enters day 2. And one thing is certain, that the legacies of a very vocal Archbishop will never be forgotten on the continent. Foreign Affairs correspondent Moyo Thomas writes about the man, Desmond Tutu, in this report.
Our hands and we say, we will be free!
Archbishop Desmond Tutu's impact was felt across the whole of the continent, even though he was particularly recognized for his role in the emancipation and independence of South Africa. He was the first black man to be appointed a Bishop of Johannesburg and an Archbishop of Cape Town between 1985 to 1996. He advocated for women to also be made priests. Despite being an anti-apartheid activist, he believed in and stressed on the need for a non-violent protest against racial discrimination. Upon Nelson Mandela's election as the president, he appointed Archbishop Tutu as the chairman of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. His effort in seeing an end to all forms of injustice and human rights abuse earned him the Nobel Peace Prize and made him a different breed of African nationalist.
In trying to bring back, healing to the nation of South Africa, and showed the world too that there are ways in which you could resolve years and years of conflict, bitter conflict.
Desmond Tutu was a very, very bold person, very principled, very consistent through the years, and he loved Africa. He was a person who was disabused from all forms of racism. He did not hate the whites, but neither again did he excuse the blacks. He was a man that had integrity.
Though he lived to a ripe old age, his death is still a loss to Africa. And the significance of his humility, even in death, Africa cannot forget.
He said they should not keep his body for long anywhere. They should allow him to be free. He wants to be free. If it was even possible to bury him that same day, he wanted that. But he just said there should be no furor over it. There should be no hype over it. He was a man that was simple yet complex. He was complex in his capacity, and yet at the same time he was very simple. That's what he stood for.
Despite a 2-day lying in state, South Africans can still not get enough of him. Archbishop Desmond Tutu will not only be missed on the continent of Africa for being outspoken, vocal, or a human rights activist, but for being that leader that truly united the continent. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.